Here on the Suncoast, a Pearl Harbor survivor is telling his story from that day. In Venice, a 95-year-old man named Lester Gensler says that day was unlike anything he had ever experienced. ABC 7's Christopher Brantley joins us now with more. Christopher?
Well, Scott, Lester Gensler enlisted into the Army infantry in April of 1941. At the time, he imagined his service would be uneventful, more firing up cooking ovens than firing at enemy planes. But all of that changed in the early morning hours of December 7th, 1941.
I woke up, I heard the bombs, but they weren't. We were used to that.
As he had before, Gensler was woken up by bombing, but this time it didn't sound like a test. Something was different.
All of a sudden I heard that. I told Hocker, I said, get out of bed, I don't like this.
Gensler grabbed his rifle and headed towards the hospital. Japanese planes were flying all overhead.
I had looked up towards the hospital and I seen him bank. And I seen two bread balls. The next one flew over. I shot it. Got 3 shots.
Gensler was wounded in his ankle, but he eventually made it to his firing location on a hill. By the time he got there, he could see the destruction.
Everybody says Pearl Harbor, but they hit all over that island.
He saw bodies everywhere, rows and rows of them. For all these years, Gensler has kept a diary detailing harrowing moments and dates. In 1945, as the war was ending, so did his military career. He married his sweetheart. He struggled to find work for many years, picking up odd jobs here and there. It's hard to imagine how life could get much worse after the attack on Pearl Harbor, but for Gensler, it found a way. One of his hardest days came in February of 1983.
He fell on the floor, and I went over and was using artificial respiration. I couldn't get nothing.
Their only son collapsed in their kitchen after a lifelong illness and died.
I missed him so.
For the last 71 years of ups and downs, his wife has been by his side. He credits her for getting him through what has been a tough life.
She's been with me all the time. Of course, she's had her troubles too, and we lived through it.
Gensler told us he does not like to talk much about his memories from the attack that day. He did lose a member of his company in the bombing. He does, however, want to make sure people know what happened and have respect for all of the men and women who died that day. Haley?